Well, looks like it's time once again for another exciting episode of
Allegedly grown men watching a kids show.
You know, Spy Kids is one of those franchises that is just so utterly baffling. Like, how do these movies even exist? I mean, the first one I get, you know, it's very silly, but perfectly watchable. I mean, it's fine. But then all of the other ones is just like, I mean, Robert Rodriguez has the longest Hollywood leash of all time. There's some executive somewhere who's just saying yes to anything this guy wants to do. Case in point, Spy Kids 4, all the time in the world. The movie came out in 2011, which is 8 years after Spy Kids 3. You know, we talk a lot about sequels and remakes nowadays, but this franchise has been rebooted twice now, if you include the most recent attempt at making the most bizarre kids movie. Now, I've made videos about every Spy Kids movie except this one, so at this point I'm completely numb to anything you can throw at me, Mr. Rodriguez. Do your worst, I'm ready for it. But before that, really quick, this video is brought to you by Honkai Star Rail. Honkai Star Rail 2.0 is out, everybody. The game's bigger and better than ever. Did you know that it won Best Mobile Game at the TGA's Best Game on Google Play and Best Game on the iOS App Store in 2023? And like I said, it's even better now. 2.0 comes with a whole new area, Penacony. Penacony is the planet of festivities, the world of dreams, if you will. Their mascot is a cute little clock man. Wow, just like Spy Kids 4 kinda sorta. How serendipitous. But of course, it's not all happy dream time as you uncover more layers of what's really going on in this world. Oh, how mysterious. 2.0 also comes with two brand new characters. We got Black Swan, who does divination with cards and a crystal ball, and Sparkle, who's a mischievous and unpredictable girl. And may I just say, respectfully, that whoever it is at Hoyoverse who's designing these characters, like they know what's up, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I thought these games were just gonna kind of be like every other gacha type game, but I'll tell you right now, these Hoyoverse games are so much more than you'd expect. Like, I've always heard people say that Honkai Star Rail is really good for a mobile game, but like, real talk, I think it's just a really good turn-based RPG in general, you know? Like, the production value, the entertainment value you get from this is way more than pretty much anything else out there. So, check out Honkai Star Rail 2.0 today and dive into Penacony and discover all of its secrets. Click my link down below and use the code, get ready for this, 6B976L2STURF to download and start playing Honkai Star Rail for free. Also, don't forget to use the redemption code so you get a bunch of cool rewards and stuff also for free. No better time to start playing than right now. Okay, back to the show. So the movie starts out with one of our main characters, Marissa, played by Jessica Alba, of all people.
Agent Cortez, this is Danger Diamo. Give me a status update.
Visual ID has been made.
I'm sure I've asked this before, but how do these movies always get the biggest names in Hollywood to be in them? What kind of dirt do you have on these people? Anyway, so she's currently in the middle of chasing down the super evil villain man.
Subject known as TikTok.
And his superpower is convincing suburban moms that you can cure COVID by putting onions in your socks.
TikTok has the stolen OSS mini disc and is on the move.
Sorry, I can't hang around.
I'm coming with a 13. On-site arrival in 4 minutes.
We don't have 4 minutes.
Hey, wow, 4 minutes is a perfectly respectable amount of time for things and stuff. So she chases him down and beats up his henchman, and turns out she's actually been doing this the whole time while being preggo.
Congratulations.
What? This is a heck of a scene right here. Now, in this Spy Kids movie, Marissa here is the only one who's a spy, and the rest of the family has no idea. And more than that, she's also the new stepmom to these two kids. Rebecca, oh wait, that's the girl from Girl Meets World! And her brother Cecil, because she just recently married their dad, Joe McHale. 2011, the height of community popularity, and this is what he was doing? What kind of blackmail scheme is going on here? Anyway, so right after she beats up the TikTok guy, it's baby time.
Just must have lost track of time.
Here we go. Whoa. Jeez, guys. From this point on, everything will be different.
In a good way, right?
Yeah. And you'll have a new baby sister in 5, 4, 3, 2.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's not how babies work. Like in movies and TV shows, having a baby's always like, uh-oh, my water broke. And then like 4 seconds later, but everyone I've ever talked to who's had a baby is like, I was in labor for 34 hours. But anyway, then we flash ahead 1 year. Marissa has left the OSS to be a stay-at-home mom and take care of Le bébé. And the dad's trying to make his own reality TV show about hunting spies, of all things.
Morning, little spy hunters.
Dad!
Hey, do you remember our 5-year plan? If my show does well, then I'll have all the time in the world.
Oh, I said the name of the movie in the movie! Well, hey, my bad. I didn't realize I was watching a cinematic masterpiece over here. Now, while all of this is going on, the dad starts noticing something a little strange.
Do you have time to eat breakfast with us?
I sure do. No, I don't.
I swear I had an extra 5 minutes. Just a few minutes ago. Where'd the time go?
Hey, man, trust me, I get it. You wake up, you do a couple morning chores, walk the dog, and how is it 3 p.m. already? Now, as you might imagine, given what kind of movie this is, Rebecca and Cecil over here, well, really just Rebecca mainly, but they're not too fond of their new stepmom. You know how it is. But like, quick aside here, okay? Imagine divorcing someone, and then the next person they date is Jessica Alba, you know? And you're just like, wow, guess I'm just gonna go walk into the ocean now. But anyway, yeah, Rebecca's not having any of this stepmom nonsense, I'll tell you that right now.
I've tried so hard to connect with her, but she just hates me.
No, she doesn't hate you.
She totally hates me.
No, she doesn't. Maybe a little.
She's keeping something from us. You don't think she's really an interior decorator? Well, look at this place. She's obviously evil.
She must be evil. This orange against this shade of fuchsia? Come on, I know a serial killer when I see one. However, to Marissa's credit, you know, she's trying to get along with the kids and be a good stepmom who's not trying to replace their old mom, who's dead now, I think. Oh, they're like Disney princesses.
I was going through the basement and I found some things that I thought you might want to have.
Wait. This Joel McHale dad guy, he was married to this woman, and then he moves on to Jessica Alba? I hope he get hit by a bus. Oh, also, she gives Rebecca this cool necklace thing, because it's cool. But then, right after this, the movie finally gets going.
What does that smell? Oh, did the baby spit up on you again?
In breaking news,
Something like that.
our worst fears have been confirmed.
Shrek 5 is indeed in development.
According to scientists, there are now literally less hours in the day. Experts are divided on what's causing this phenomenon, although one man has claimed credit.
I find you all guilty of wasting time. Project Armageddon has been activated.
So we find out that the TikTok guy from earlier is actually working for this guy called the Timekeeper. And their sinister master plan is to speed up time until the world ends, I assume. They're speeding up time, and that's bad or something.
Time waits for no man but me.
That one little rock is the only element that can stop the Armageddon device.
To find the Chrono Sapphire, no one will be able to stop us.
You know, every Spy Kids movie has the same plot point of like, hey, look at this incredibly dangerous, important MacGuffin thing. Well, here you go, 9-year-old kid, take this for no particular reason. But the Timekeeper is trying to get the stone in the necklace, so Marissa kinda sorta needs it back, which goes over well.
Had that necklace from last night?
Yeah? Why?
I was just wondering if maybe I could, maybe I can have it back?
You want a necklace back? I get it. You can't trust me with it. What happened to this necklace is so special and so are you? Am I supposed to pretend that you really meant that?
Jeez, Rebecca, what is your problem here? Hey, Rebecca, do you think maybe I could kinda sorta have the necklace back for just like 2 minutes? Oh yeah, well, I hope when you're scrolling through social media one day, you see someone your own age who's more talented and successful than you, and it bothers you every day for like a week. So Rebecca gives her the necklace back, except it's not the necklace, it's full of baby food. Classic YouTube prank. And then the OSS director guy's like, actually, we don't need the necklace, never mind, forget about it.
Baby food.
I'm sorry. My stepdaughter is a little upset. She has a necklace. I can get it back.
Chrono Sapphire can wait. Your old pally TikTok has just been made, and you're the only one that can scoop him up. Pop the clutch, you're back on the clock.
So Marissa's back on the force, but just as she goes off to do whatever she does, Rebecca and Cecil are sitting at home with the dog, and what do you know? A bunch of henchmen ne'er-do-wells show up, and the kids have to escape into a secret underground bunker inside the fireplace?
Identity match. Please enter the panic rooms now. Enter the panic room now.
And that's when they finally learn the truth about their mom and their weird dog.
I am a spy. Argonaut is an advanced robotic guardian operative designed to protect you.
I still think this is a prank.
This is not a prank.
Oh no, not again. The dog's talking now, and it's Ricky Gervais, of all people.
A small, handsome dog talking with an English accent, like James Bond.
Next thing you know, the dog's gonna be like, oh, are you offended? I don't care, I'm an atheist. Are you offended? But trust me, I mean, like, I barely survived the goat from Wish, and this Ricky Gervais dog is just, I mean, he's on a whole other level.
I've been assigned to protect you, so give me 5. That's what cool people say, isn't it? Anyway, let's shake hands.
The jet luges will take you to OSS headquarters.
And sit. Do you get it? It's what humans usually say to dogs.
Ow. I sighed so hard I pulled a muscle. Anyway, so long story short, the kids and dog jump into these like supersonic jet things and fly off to the OSS while being chased by the time clock dude guys.
Well, how small is it?
Hey, whoa, it's about the motion of the ocean, okay? Now, like I said, I've made videos about 4 Spy Kids movies already, okay? I thought I was invincible at this point. But this chase scene right here, like, I'm not even gonna show it for your sake, but how they escape the bad guys here is Cecil gets motion sick and throws up into barf bags, and then throws the barf bags at the bad guys, and it's, I mean, like, this is a real talk. This is the most horrible thing I've ever seen in any movie ever. The kid throws up like 8 times and splatters it all over and everything, and it just, I mean, what in the heck is wrong with you, Mr. Rodriguez? Anyway, so the kids finally end up landing at the OSS headquarters.
Oh.
Welcome to the OSS.
Who are you?
Carmen Cortez.
Oh my goodness, is that Carmen Cortez from the old Spy Kids movies? Huh, this really is Spy Kids 4. I just called it that for SEO reasons. Also, may I just say, Carmen sure is gonna, wait, hold on. Yeah, okay, Carmen over here is, I mean, anyway, so Carmen gives Rebecca and Cecil a tour of the OSS headquarters, and we find out that the Spy Kids division of the OSS was disbanded years ago due to budget cuts. And so, like, all the old spy gear from the first 3 movies is just sitting there in storage. Like the third brain, remember that thing that could mind control all the superhuman robot kids around the world? And like their dad dedicated years of his life to building it or whatever? It's just sitting there, no big deal. So then Carmen takes them to this waiting room place, and here we get just the most unhinged nightmare scene. Now, eventually, they get tired of waiting around doing nothing, and they start thinking about how Carmen and her brother Junie were spies when they were kids.
Who's that?
Me and my brother Junie. We were the first and last of the Spy Kids program.
Where is he?
We shall not speak of him.
Mysterious vague response.
After learning all of this, Rebecca and Cecil decide that they could, like, totally be spies too, you know? I mean, how hard could it be? All you gotta do is just escape from trained assassins by using your cool robot dog.
We'll never outrun them!
Yes, we will. For my tail. Butt bombs.
And then you just gotta sneak into the secret teleporter room, obviously, duh.
This is the telematic organism oscillation transporter, otherwise known as TOOT.
Is Robert Rodriguez actually just like 3 7-year-olds in a trench coat and a cowboy hat? Anyway, so after cracking the uncrackably mysterious villain code that no one else could figure out,
They've intercepted several coded messages as to the timekeeper's location, but no one's been able to crack the code.
It's not a code. It's an anagram. Drop all the numbers, switch all the letters around, and it spells something else.
be sure to drink your Ovaltine? Then Cecil just reprograms the teleporter ray to take them right to the Timekeeper's secret headquarters. Can you believe this kids movie might not be 100% logical or make any sense at all?
Are you sure this is the place?
Let's think. He's called the Timekeeper. This is a room full of clocks. Nah, let's check out that cheese shop across the road.
Okay, all right, I'll admit, that was kind of funny. Now, they find a secret elevator and head down to the secret villain lair place, which turns out is actually a giant clock of death.
It's a giant clock.
No, it's a giant death trap.
That's the hour hand, the minute hand. That's probably the cut you in half hand.
Now, okay, this movie's like barely watchable. But to be fair, I think the design of this clock puzzle death trap thing is actually kind of cool. I mean, like this part, the henchmen, the main villains, like this movie is so anime, you know what I mean? Anyway, so they make their way through the clock and somehow survive all the dog's endless wisecracks, and they find a computer that tells them some important backstory.
We almost got cut in half for a computer.
Project Armageddon test footage 1936. Cronus sapphire discovered to be the only known element able to stop the Armageddon device.
You see, in 1936, these scientists were working on time travel, and they used the stone from the necklace to do something. And therefore, it's important. The end. But then, of course, what do you know? They get caught by TikTok and taken to the timekeeper. But then, what do you know again? Marissa and Carmen show up out of nowhere, because they've just been standing there the whole time, I guess. And so they proceed to beat up the bad guys.
Sorry. It's okay. Do it again.
What was it? I don't even, like, how am I supposed to keep watching this movie? Nothing will ever top this. And so they managed to beat... I'm sorry, what is this? So they beat up the henchmen and manage to escape, but not before the bad guys take the necklace from Rebecca. So now they have the Chrono Sapphire, but they still need something called the Armageddon device, which is currently being held by the OSS.
Back in the day, this contraption almost caused the end of the world as we know it. That's why the OSS shut the experiment down and placed the device in level 13 lockdown. The fate of the world is on the line here. That's why I'm calling upon...
Wait, Junie's in this movie too? I take back everything I've said. Spy Kids 4, 23%? Ha! More like 23 billion 100%. Now, just to summarize what happens here, Carmen, Marissa, and Junie sneak back into the Timekeeper's lair, and by sneak I mean they just walk right in, while Rebecca and Cecil just have to sit around doing nothing. But that's when the truth finally comes out about what's really been going on the whole time.
Danger Diamo, director of the OSS. I wanted to commend you on your brave service.
Nice watch.
Thanks.
Danger Diamo.
Yeah.
Did you know your name is an anagram? Switch the letters of your name around, and it spells...
Okay. Of course. Of course it is. I don't know what it is about Robert Rodriguez and just being obsessed with anagrams. Like, he puts them in every movie.
President Neil Anami. Spell Neil Anami backwards, and you have... I'm an alien.
Wait a minute, if you delete these letters, rearrange the other ones, and then add like 7 more, it says Bush did 9/11? Anyway, so yeah, turns out the OSS director dude is actually the bad guy, which is also the plot twist of every other Spy Kids movie. Anyway, so then the director guy destroys the door opening keypad thing, but then he just like opens the door and walks out anyway. So the director guy uses his time magic stuff to freeze every OSS agent in like a time bubble, so he can just head on down to the basement and get the Armageddon device. But Junie is not part of the OSS technically, and oh yeah, wait a second, neither are Rebecca and Cecil. Oh, the Spy Kids are back!
Attention Spy Kids, you have been activated.
Is he talking to us?
At this very moment, the Timekeeper is taking over OSS headquarters. Your time has come to save the world.
And so this brings us to the end of the movie, where Junie manages to unfreeze Marissa and Carmen by taking apart their OSS badges. Blast it all, if only you'd thought of that, Mr. Timekeeper. And then the two kids get caught on purpose so they can try to steal back the necklace from the Timekeeper OSS director guy. And finally, we get the true, actually for reals backstory of the movie.
The Armageddon device was not meant to end the world or stop time. It was meant to travel back in time. The Wells experiment was an early attempt at time travel. That's me before the accident. It trapped me in time for so many years I almost lost count.
Yeah, so it turns out this guy is actually from 1936, and his dad was the one doing the time travel experiments. But something went wrong, and he, as a child, got frozen in time for like 50 years or whatever. And he had to watch his dad grow old and die right in front of him, but never actually be able to spend any time with him.
My father spent his entire life trying to set me free. I watched him grow old. And eventually die.
So his master plan was to combine the machine with the stone so then he could go back in time and hang out with his dad. But turns out there's yet another plot twist.
You've tried this before and failed. And my guess is that you've already gone back in time a lot.
Okay, how does this kid know, like, literally everything all the time? I'm calling shenanigans here. But you know, to be fair, I do think that this is kind of a cool plot twist to have where, like, turns out all these guys are actually just failed time travel versions of himself. Every Spy Kids movie has one part that's, like, really interesting and weirdly profound, you know, but then it's surrounded by just the worst everything else you've ever seen.
Do you think God stays in heaven because he too lives in fear of what he's created?
But all the same, in the end, the bad guy wins, I guess, and he activates the machine, goes back in time, hangs out with his dad, and then he comes back 2 seconds later as an old man.
I tried. My father still died. No matter what I tried to do to save him.
So, like, what exactly is the point of any of these main characters doing anything in this movie then? Like, the bad guy wants to go back in time to hang out with his dad, and then he does that, comes back, and then just leaves. Like, what is the point of anything in this movie? If they'd given him the necklace back at the beginning of the movie, the ending would still be exactly the same. This all could have been over in 5 minutes. So, yeah. That's Spy Kids 4. I don't even know what to say, honestly. like I think the movie could best be summarized with this scene right here.
Spy Kids. Spy Dog. Spy Baby.
Yep. Hey everybody, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, please watch another one, because that's how the algorithm works. So click on this one that's being recommended to you right now, right here on the screen. It actually helps a lot if you do that, because like that's how YouTube knows that my videos are worth caring about. Also, if you have any movies or TV shows you'd like to recommend, send me an email at alexmeyerscontact@gmail.com, and I'll put them on my absurdly long list of movies that I need to get to at some point. Anyway, hope I made your day a little bit better, and I'll see you all next time.